Today's podcast is brought to you by Quantrix Modeler Introductory Training, teaching the fundamental foundation that you need to become a Quantrix master. Go to quantrixauthority.com to learn more.
Show me how you do Quantrix.
Hey, welcome back to another Netcast. I'm Rich Lopez, Quantrix Authority. Fantastic that you joined me today for episode number 195, Month Function Format Template. I want to show you something that may cause you a little bit of pain if you decide to use the month function. Just want to clarify it here for you. Let's say I have a timeline reference matrix. I'm starting to use these more and more in the models I build. They're really excellent for helping me manage time within my Quantrix models. But what I have here is I have year and month going across the top. I have a timeline date being used here to bring in the first day of each month, and then I have the position of that month-year combination over time. What I want to do is I want to bring in the month into this row right here. Now, I'm going to call this month at, and I'm very well aware that you can go ahead and you can simply say month at equals at month, okay, and it will bring in January, okay, and February and so on and so forth, and that's fine. And in this case it would probably work, but in some cases you may need to use a function to pull in month from, say, a date or whatever, instead of being able to just refer the item itself. So there is a function in Quantrix called the month function, okay, but before I show you that, I'm going to say month as format text. Okay, and what you could do here is you could simply go and say month format text equals format. It's not format, it's called text. What do I want to text? I want to text date, and I want it in month format here. If I do a couple M's like that, it goes ahead and gives me January, February, March, April. So that would work to get this date here, if it were an integer or formatted as a date, into a month. But the point of this podcast and the title of this podcast was how do you use the month function to bring in month, so it's listed like this. My initial thought was you would do it this way. So if I go month function, you would say month, and what's my date time code? It's date here. And what is my format template? Well, I was under the impression that it should be the same as what you would have when you were using the text function up here in this Formula 4. If I go ahead and I do that, I get a pound value. Well, come to find out, the month function requires a little bit different of a template. And how you do that is simply by going here and saying month and saying date. And then you would type in January like this. And if I do that, it works. If I wanted to not have it be January because that's too many letters and I want it to be May, it still works for me, okay, and brings in the month as it is listed here. Say you wanted to bring it in as a 3-digit code instead of the full month name, you would say month function correct, and we'll call it 3, and I would say month date, and then I would say Jan, just 3 digits there, and then it will give me the 3 digits. So again, this is how you use the month function and the argument that is known as the format template. Anyway, I hope you find that useful and you'll store that one away for when you need to pull out the month function to make your Quantrix model awesome. If you have any questions about Quantrix, I do hope that you'll reach out to me at quantrixauthority@gmail.com. I absolutely love Quantrix. I received a question today from someone, and I had already answered it in the video, so it was easy just to point them to the video that I've already created. But again, if you can't find something on the YouTube channel that you need answered, please reach out to me. I'm more than happy to help. And also, please check out my training at quantrixauthority.com. And please join me again for another episode of Quantrix Authority with Rich Lopez.